right, everybody. Welcome to our AI session today, where I will be showing you School AI. This is a tool that you can use. It's open for teachers and for students. Um, currently right now we're rolling with the free version, so you can use them with students up to a certain point. I think there's a limit of what is it, guys? 100, 150 users per day.
It's supposed to be.
Okay, it's supposed to be, but it might be lower. But for teachers, you can use it all the time and it's great. So I want to show you how to get to this tool and how to use it to crunch numbers on a sheet into something helpful in just seconds. All right, okay, you log in, click on Assistants, and now click on Research Assistant. That will load up this chat box, which is very similar to Chat GPT. All right. Now, what I have is a sheet of grades. These are actual grades from an actual grade book, but the names are off. I made them up.
The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Okay. And so you can export these grades from Skyward, and it's no problem. It only takes a few seconds. If you don't know how to do this, get with your ILC. There will be some extra rows and columns that you may need to delete just to clean it up so it looks very simple like this. All I'm going to do is I am going to copy all of this information just like that, and I'm going to type in summarize this data, and I'm going to hit return and shift so I have a space there, and I'm just going to enter that data in. And what this is going to do is it's going to give me a general 30,000 foot view of my grade book. And it's going to offer some suggestions as well. Okay, let's just let this go. So something that might take minutes or hours, it will only take a few seconds from School AI. So you can see the notable trends. It lists my high achievers. It tells me who the struggling students are, students who I will want to target for remediation, and then some more information. All right. And now it gives me it can give me some suggestions right here. Okay. And you may need to refine. Can you provide me with some suggestions using this data? Okay, and now it offers me some school related type suggestions, some remediation, and some of this other stuff. Okay, we're going to move away from this just for a little bit and kind of target and get some more targeted information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the AI which students have turned in all of their assignments from this data. Because now what I want to do is I want to reward the students who have 100% on their assignments. Okay, maybe I offer them, maybe I give them a phone call home or some sort of certificate. Okay, it lists all the students who have 100% on their assignments. What about students who have a 2 or lower? Okay, and now it's going to tell me which students are struggling and with which assignments they're struggling with. Okay, you may need to refine the question just a little bit. In the past, it gave me the names of the assignments. And while that's loading, was there a question there? You can speak. That's fine.
It's just me, Dane. I was just wondering, could you ask it to do like trend data, like who has been approving over the last couple of weeks, who is going down, something like that?
Let's ask it. Let's do that. So now it's providing me which students are missing what or have gotten 2 or lower. Let's ask for trends. How would you phrase that? What are the trends using this data?
Sure.
Okay, let's just see what it says. Okay, there's my high performers again. And depending on your grade book, maybe you have some additional information that might actually give the AI a little bit better of a summary, or will help it find trends. But it looks like these assignments are the ones that maybe students struggled with. Either they were absent for, or they just struggled with, and I need to maybe reteach in smaller groups or something. I wanted to show you something else that's really kind of fun, and you can quickly export this from your gradebook. I actually had never done this before. So if you go into your gradebook and you export your scores, you can create a new template that provides this column. So it tells you if students were absent on these days that the assignments were entered into Skyward. So I'm going to just copy this information. Okay, and I'm going to ask which students were absent using this data. And so now it will tell me which students were absent for these assignments. And now I know which ones I need to contact. Okay. I wanted to show you something really fast, which is student surveys and feedback. One of the things I hated as a teacher was student surveys. If I created multiple choice questions, multiple choice answers that I got back, they weren't very helpful. But if I asked students to actually type something in or write something in, reading through 200 plus responses was just terrible. It would take me so long to get through that data. Not anymore. It can be done in seconds. So I've got my basic survey right here. And I'm just going to copy and paste this information into School AI. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say summarize this data and plug that in. And it will provide me with a summary of what students responded to. So I can look through and say that videos, maps, games, group work, students have opinions on. I can ask them for trends. I can ask to make for the main points. So instead of 11 suggestions, it gives me like 5. For sake of time, I'm not going to show that. But what I wanted to do, just to kind of finish up, is can you create a frequency table using this data? All right. And now you can see that the majority of my students, they want more games, they want more videos, they like making maps. So there you go. That can be really helpful when doing surveys. Something that would take hours only takes seconds. So let's finish up with data privacy. Okay, so ChatGPT is a frequently used AI tool. It's great for teachers to use or for regular adults to use, but you are feeding a company our information. I would not do that. We don't have a data privacy agreement with them. So what they do with our gradebook information, with our students' information, with our own information, that's up for them to do. I have a son, he's 14 months old. I would not want my teachers to provide another company with information about him or his grades or anything like that. School AI, we do have a data privacy agreement with, so you can feed them survey information or school information, that sort of thing, and it's supposed to be confidential. So that's why I wanted to highlight School AI today. It's because we have an agreement with them. Maybe in the future we'll have a paid subscription, but at least for right now, the data privacy with them allows us to be a little bit more free and open with our information. So you should be okay if you're sharing some of your gradebook information or some of your class information. Just be conscientious with all of the websites and apps that we have. Just be conscientious about what you're sharing with these companies. These companies are out to make money, which is great. That's how capitalism works. But we're responsible for the privacy of our students. Just imagine your son or daughter being in every class that we teach and wanting to be careful with their information, because I wouldn't want my son's data to be shared with companies that I have no idea what they're going to do with. So, okay, that's all I have got for today.
I'll
Thanks,
add just
Dane.
one thing to that. If you do have an AI tool that you like, you can talk to your ILC about seeing if we can get an agreement set up. It's not a guarantee that it will be set up, but that's the process you'd go through.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for sticking around.